You pick up a knife, you cut an onion, and within seconds, your eyes are streaming. But here's the thing, nothing touched your eyes. No liquid splashed, no smoke rose. So what exactly just happened? The onion you're holding is not just a vegetable. It is a chemical weapons factory, a living system that evolved over millions of years to punish anything that tries to eat it. And the moment your knife breaks its skin, it fires. Let's go inside. Every onion is built from millions of microscopic cells, and inside each of those cells, two reactive chemicals are kept carefully apart, like two components of a binary explosive, separated by a thin membrane wall. On one side of the cell sits a sulfur-rich molecule called isoalliin. We can visualize it as a glowing molecular structure, a chain of carbon atoms bonded to a sulfur group, waiting under chemical tension, full of stored energy. On the other side, locked in a separate compartment called the vacuole, waits an enzyme called alliinase. An enzyme is a molecular machine, a protein shaped precisely to grab one specific molecule and transform it. Alliinase has one job: find isoalliin and break it apart. But as long as the cell is intact, the two never meet. Now the knife falls. Watch what happens at the moment of impact. The blade doesn't just cut, it ruptures thousands of cells simultaneously, tearing through membranes, collapsing compartment walls, mixing everything that was carefully separated. Isoalliin and alliinase flood together in a sudden molecular collision. Alliinase seizes the isoalliin molecule and cleaves it, snapping a chemical bond and releasing a highly unstable intermediate compound. That intermediate is so reactive it doesn't last. Within milliseconds, it spontaneously rearranges its atoms, a process called a molecular rearrangement, and becomes a brand new molecule, syn-propanethyl S-oxide. This molecule is the weapon. Syn-propanethyl S-oxide is a volatile sulfur compound, meaning it evaporates easily at room temperature and becomes a gas almost instantly. Billions of these molecules launch off the cut onion surface and drift upward in an invisible cloud, carried by the faintest air currents straight toward your face. The surface of your eye is coated in a thin layer of water, called the tear film. When syn-propanethyl S-oxide molecules reach that surface, they don't just sit there, they dissolve into the water and react with it. The reaction is a hydrolysis. The gas molecule splits apart in the presence of water, and one of the products is sulfuric acid. Not a lot of it, but enough. Your cornea is lined with free nerve endings called nociceptors, which are exquisitely sensitive to changes in pH. Sulfuric acid drops the pH of your tear film sharply, and those nociceptors fire an alarm signal to your brain. The signal travels as an electrochemical pulse, a wave of charged ions cascading along the nerve fiber, moving at meters per second, screaming, "Danger!" The brain's response is immediate and overwhelming. Flood the eye. The lacrimal glands, small structures tucked above each eye, release a surge of tears, trying to dilute and wash away the acid. That is why you cry. Not emotion. Chemistry. Here is the scale of what just happened. A single slice through an onion ruptures roughly 10 million cells. Each of those cells releases its chemical contents in under a millisecond. The entire cascade, from intact cell to airborne acid precursor, completes in less than 30 seconds. You are not crying because you're sad. You are the collateral damage of a 10 million cell chemical detonation. Now, here is the part that should stop you cold. This entire system, the separated compartments, the waiting enzyme, the volatile gas, the acid, was not an accident. Onions evolved it. Over millions of years, wild onions that produced more irritating chemicals survived better because animals learned to avoid them. The onion is not a passive victim of your knife. It is fighting back, using a biochemical alarm system more sophisticated than anything we could have engineered in a laboratory. Every tear you cry is proof that the onion's strategy works. But because we understand the mechanism, we can defeat it. The key is the enzyme alliinase. Like all enzymes, it is a protein, and proteins slow down dramatically in the cold. Chill your onion in the refrigerator before cutting, and alliinase barely functions. Far less syn-propanethyl S-oxide is produced, far fewer tears. Running water near the cut surface intercepts the syn-propanethyl S-oxide molecules before they reach your eyes. The gas dissolves harmlessly into the water stream instead of your tear film. The chemistry is identical. The target changes. A sharp knife also matters. A dull blade crushes and tears tissue, rupturing far more cells than a clean cut. Fewer ruptured cells means less isoalliin released, less alliinase activated, less gas produced. The sharpness of your knife is a molecular variable. The onion's defense was designed for creatures that couldn't understand it. We can. Every tear you cry cutting an onion is not a malfunction. It is a window into millions of years of molecular evolution, into the invisible chemistry that runs through every living thing. Separated compounds, a waiting enzyme, a volatile gas, a hydrolysis reaction, an acid, a nerve signal, a flood of tears. 7 steps, all triggered by a single knife stroke. The next time your eyes water over a cutting board, you'll know exactly what is happening at the level of individual atoms. One onion, one knife, one moment, and inside it, a billion years of chemistry, alive and working, right there on your cutting board.